Oh boy, here we go. Let's get started here. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for coming. Welcome to Art with Mad Mel. Today's Sunday. You know what that is? That is paint day. So we're going to be painting today. Going to be painting this right here. This is what we're going to do today. So, yes, I'm going to wait for everybody to start to come in. Hi, Demetra. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go on ahead and bring that down some so it ain't picking up all the background interference. Man, we got the levels good, so we'll give everybody a minute here. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Yeah, so, yeah. Made the Sunday. Get ready for everybody to get ready for work next week. Get ready to start doing stuff. Yeah, right? Let me bring this chair down because I pumped it up kind of high. Because I was doing something. Oh, so Discord's up. I hope everybody is happy with that so far. I'll put another link in the channel here for it. For those of you mad ones that want to be a part of that. Still working out some of the kinks, so don't be afraid to join. You know, we're having fun in there. So today, what we're going to be doing, like I showed you guys in the past, we've been working on a couple of things. Mr. and the Witness is currently in a drying stage, so I'm working on that. I will do a time lapse for that. The commission piece I showed you guys I was working on as well. Now, as for what we're going to be working on tonight, this piece here, this is something brand new. I put this together, and so you guys can see it. Pretty decent size. I think it's a, 11 by 14, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's got the porcelain little faces, the little heads that I have on here. But before we get started, first thing that you're ready, fantastic. So first thing that we're going to do today, you know, definitely we're going to get started with, the Duchess got me another sketchbook, and what I like to do, I like to christen all my sketchbooks by putting a picture in them. So, you know, I know that they're ready to be used and nobody else can take off with them because it's already got something in it. So, and I do use all my sketchbooks, so it's a nice book. We're going to use a little bit of the calligraphy pen to see what's going on with this, just to get a little warm up, and then see some people come in, and then we'll get started from there. So let's go on ahead and jump over here real quick. Doing well? Fantastic. I'm glad that you're doing well. Yeah, let's oh, one more thing I'd like to tell you guys. So over the next couple of next couple of weeks, I'm going to be getting some new stuff for the channel. So I know I'm looking off because the camera's here, my screen's here, so you know, bear with me with that, right? Because I don't want to get all the rest of that in the shot. But this here is going to be moved. I got a pegboard. I want to be putting a pegboard up here. I got my sign that says Art with Mad Mel. It's in neon purple. Sucker's bad. It'll be here not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So the following Tuesday, this should be all different. Okay? And the cool thing is that paintings that we're working on, and even stuff that I have for people for commissions and taking photos, right here. Much easier. I don't have to do much. I have perfect lighting. I have two windows, as you can see, window, and that's a window. So I have perfect natural light. Sun rises and sets, right? So it's always constantly lit up here during the day. So it'll be perfect for that. And also while we're working on things, it'll be here so you can see it during the streams. And also I'll have that corner over there ready for the plaque when we get one, because that's the first major arc, is to get a silver plaque and ultimately get a platinum, or however big you can get. So let's go ahead and get started, right? Let's see. Here we go. So got the desk all set here. Everything ready. Fingernail file, because you know, got to keep these things looking smooth, right? So I'm just going to do some black and white real quick, nothing serious. And I think I'll probably just take some of it and just toss it down. You know, just drip a little bit on there, right? Get the ink all set up. Might need a couple of these. Not everybody does what I'm doing here with these, but I like to go in and pre-fold my paper towel, so that way I don't have to worry about it. So I already have it ready to go. Because usually, like what's going on here, this container likes to make a mess for whatever reason. It gets like an air pocket in there, and it makes a mess. And then I find out later on. So we're gonna not do that today. So here we go. Let's see. And as for what am I doing for the warm up, I have no idea. I'm just gonna drop some ink on here, a couple of droplets, kind of do a little blop blop and a little blop and a little blop, kind of a situation like that, right? A couple little dots, and let's see what we can make. There we go. Might be a little slow tonight. Everybody's going back to school, doing stuff, So, it's alright. It'll probably pick up later. Plus, I don't know, sports are going on right now, too. There we go. Paper is pretty good. I like the fact that it's not bleeding through. At least, yeah, barely any bleed through. I like it. Very nice sketchbook. You're ready? Well done. Thank you. Hey, Skull Eater, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. There we go. Yeah, doing a little warm up just before we start working on the painting for today. Want to do something different, so I just wanted to try this out. The Dutch has got me a new sketchbook, so I was giving it a nice little try. Do my normal test to see if it can handle bleed through and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just getting a quick little warm up before we start. Oh yeah, guys, and before we end today's stream, I'll show you the picture. Finished it, the vampire picture. I know I haven't done the posted it. You know, we got some real life stuff that I had to do today, so I didn't really get to do all that. You know, but that's okay. But I will say that I do have the picture completed, at least 99%. I mean, there were some light and shadow effects I could do, but I'll do that before I get ready to put it up for a PNG for people to be able to buy from the Etsy store. You know, so once I get that taken care of, then it won't be nothing but just a simple thing, and you guys can get it, and it'll be cool, and it'll make a great poster. I'm not even gonna lie, because there's just the way it looks, just the light and shadow, the shading really brought out the whole project. You know, we kind of do that here anyways. You know, we always go for the intense shading. And I want this to feel creepy, yet it makes sense, right? I want it to just feel slightly disturbing. You know, just slightly. I don't want it to be like completely, oh man, but just enough. There we go. Nice. You know, why not just use a brush, right? Just that's what I want to do for this. So I want to see if I can handle a brush as well. And sometimes I use brushes. It's very rare that I do in a sketchbook, but if someone wants a black and white piece, which that's what we're going to be working on today, is a black and white piece. The interesting thing about certain types of ink, like you can get the type that I have, like I use the liquid ink, and you can either get acrylic or Indian ink. Acrylic is a little bit thinner than the Indian ink, but both you can do very light painting with them. It's very watery, so just you got to keep that in mind. It's watery and it's messy, and if you want to put sealant on it, like normal sealant, like I normally use on paintings, you gotta wait a while because you can strip everything off of it, like pull all the color off, you can pull basically everything out, all the pigment, because this is a very I don't know the technical term for it, but I know that it takes a little bit longer to dry on certain surfaces, just because of the fact that it is ink and is not, you know, like acrylic base, which is practically like watered down. From what I've seen, is watered down, like watered down paint. Practically, you can almost make acrylic ink yourself, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can make a mess. There we go, we're almost done. Then we'll get to the painting. Well, that's slightly disturbing, but, you know, it's okay. Could be worse. Alright. Now we're going to pop this lid and see what we can do with the white ink. Oh. Can you guys see this okay? Because I can drop the camera down some if you guys aren't able to. Because I never know if you guys can see it okay or not. But if you can, just say yeah. If you can't, just say drop it down. Let me know. Yes. So, hey, how you doing, Zatara? So you can see it all right, or do I need to drop this down some more so you guys can see what's happening here? There we go. Okay, so that's still wet. We can see it. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, this is what's so weird about using calligraphy or any of that type of ink, is that it takes a while for it to dry. Yet it dries fast, but there's a threshold where it's too wet to do anything with, but it's dry enough that you can that you can like touch. You see, like I'm touching it, right? Like full on, full hand, nothing, barely, and that was already there from earlier. This isn't from here. This is when I opened those stupid things. But you see, there's nothing. Even this hand, not really anything. Like I can touch it, barely anything. But if I try to use any ink, it will smear, spread, all that kind of mess, make a whole lot of unnecessary extra stuff that I have to deal with, and then you have to go back through and fix it. So, you know. We're going to do something a little weird, just because I need this for something I'm doing. There we go. Oh, looks great. Thank you. Nice little warm up, you know. Nothing too crazy, just kind of getting a general idea, making sure everything's working well. You know. Or I can just do this real fast and then we'll be done with this. And then we can move on. You know how I get sometimes, I'm like, oh man, this looks good, I should do this, I should do this. All right, there we go. And now we just fade it out, right? Add a little water. There we go. And then we'll add nothing else. Probably put a little bit more white. Do the eye, right? How long has that been? 30 minutes? Nah, that ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't too bad. Good warm up. Okay, now we're done. Done with this. Now, there. Boom. Done. Hope you guys like that. Now we're moving on. Here it is, today's picture. This is what we're going to be working on. And I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see the face, right? So this is what we have for the faces. If you can even see it. We got two heads. This one's got scars on it. This one doesn't, but you can't see it. So that's cool. So we're going to be doing this probably in black and white as well, like I normally do. So yeah. And no, I didn't sketch it out beforehand. I'm just going to do this as. So let's go ahead and just start with some actual white paint. Why don't we? Or no, we could do that with this. Yeah, we can do that with this. I'm sorry guys, I haven't said much. I kind of just zoned out. I got kind of in the zone with this, trying to figure out what I want to do with this. There we go. I know this may not make any sense because I'm kind of just piecing this together as I'm looking at it, right? So that's what we got so far. This is what we got so far happening here, right? There we go. So now we're going to let this just chill for a minute, right? I'm going to put a little bit more back here. And we're going to let that cool down, and then we'll come back. It just takes a few moments for this to chill out, but we'll come back and then we'll put some actual white paint and come through here and hit that with some white paint, and then we're going to let that set for a little bit. It's kind of a process, but it's going to look cool when it gets done. I might not even need to use plain white paint because this is making it ghostly like what I wanted. There we go. So what did you guys do this weekend? Anybody do anything interesting? I know I haven't said much. I'm just over here. You know, I'm such a bad host sometimes. I'm like, damn, I ain't even talking to my audience. So, what did you guys do this weekend? Anybody do anything cool? Anything interesting? If not, that's cool too. If you didn't do anything cool, you don't always have to do anything cool to have a good time. And just have a good time, you know? Just seeing if you're having a good weekend since, you know, summer's gone now and everybody's doing more stuff, you know, indoors, probably getting ready to do sports, all that fun stuff, watching sports. There we go. Alright, so we're going to give this a few. But while we're doing that, we're going to work on the background. Applied to Target. Hey, not bad. I hope that goes well. I hope you get it. I'm assuming that they're probably looking for people right now because of the change in season and getting ready for the, you know, getting ready for that Christmas. Yuck. Getting ready for that. Hate to even say that, hell, it's just so commercial. That's a whole different conversation we could have. We could be sitting here talking all evening about commercialized, you know, whatever. But we're not going to do that. There's no point in doing that, kicking that bucket tonight, right? But yeah, no, it would be fun though. I used to work at a Target once upon a time. I've worked in 2 different departments. I was the one of the supervise people in the electronics, and I also work in the produce department. I'm looking for something while that's chilling out. So just bear with me. Because there's still, yeah, this is very, very wet. But I don't want to lose that illusion because I want to keep that. Let's see. Oh. I know this is so uneventful while I was doing this. Now that old saying, it's like watching paint dry, right? Yeah, kind of like that. But we'll get to it in a second. Alright, let's see if we can do this over here. Alright, so we're going to try to do the faces, but I'm going to need a different tip, and I don't want to listen to the song either. That's better. Alright, so we're going to change our tip. Get your head out of the gutter. Mel said he's changing his tip. I don't use the same tip for everything. Yuck! That's gross. Gotta have a little fun. But, oh well. But yeah, Skull, if you get the job at Target, the only thing that's gonna suck is if you're closing, man. Let me explain this. They're going to tell you zone your area, and then you're going to zone it, right? Which basically means you go through the store and straighten up all the stuff. This is the reason why I don't like people putting shit wherever in the store. Now, I'm guilty. I do it, but that's because I don't have to go back through. It's kind of sick. It's like I do it because I don't have to do it anymore, and I don't take any pride in that. Some people do. They're like, oh, screw them, kiss my ass. But I really don't, because I used to be there, and I'm kind of like, ugh. But, you know, sometimes you just got to lay your items down, you know, and you got to go. You got to go. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to try to work on, I'll try to do something with, well, we've got scars, so we're going to try to make those more profound. I'm just going to fill them in. There we go. Ah, dadgummit. Let me get this brush. There we go. Got the eye.